Salute, Mob Tube. I'm sure you guys saw the thumbnail, so you know who I'm having on tonight. He was ready early, so we started the show about 40 minutes early, but I'm going to bring him on right now.
What's
What's up,
going on,
Gene?
FPS?
Chilling, man. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing all right, man. I'm on a rooftop right now partying like it's my last day, you know?
Yeah, well, yeah, you have to. What's it like, bro? What's the weather right now?
It's like 75 degrees right now.
Oh, that's beautiful, bro.
Listen, I wore a shirt for you guys, all right? This is
The Johnny and Gene show.
the Johnny and Jean show, all right? This is one of my favorite shirts. This is my first one. This is the original I had for like years. You know, I brought it out for you. You know?
That's dope.
At the end of the day, this is the reason why I'm going to jail pretty much. So, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Do you
That's pretty
think
much where they hate me.
you think you're going tomorrow, bro?
I mean, like I said, they pulled a stunt. I guess the letters that came in were very damning to their case, and they basically called the Daily News on me today, yesterday.
Wow.
The government called the Daily News and made
That's
sure that they put pressure on the judge because my ex-girlfriend, I am back with her. I know it sounds crazy,
yeah.
but we are in love, and she wrote a letter to the judge that hurts their case. She's the main victim on the case, and she took away public risk and threat to the community, pretty much.
Oh, so
So
okay.
you understand what I'm saying? She
Yeah,
was
so
the
they
victim.
yeah. So now
Telling them
they
that I'm not scared for my life. I was, using the cops as a tool against him. Like, everything was like. So now they're nervous that he's not going to put me in because of that, and now they're like pulling all the tricks, like putting pressure on him.
yeah. Yeah, so they called the Daily News to fuck you up a little bit, right?
Yeah, they basically said the judge is not acting. Did you see what they said?
No, I didn't see the whole article.
Yeah, they're basically making it like he's not doing nothing about it. Like I'm doing what I want. You know what I mean? It's the government. It's the FBI behind it. And like I said, if I don't come out tomorrow, it's fine. I'm okay with it. I'll do my time. And like I said, I'm gonna tell the judge. I met some of the greatest people I've met in my life down here. I made great friends. I established a business. I own a business. I'm good. So financially, I'm stable in my life. So if they do put me in jail, I come home, and I'm good. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you think will it be 3 years for sure, or could it be anything in between?
It's unpredictable. You never know what he's going to do. It could be anywhere from 1 day to 3 years. It could be anything he wants it to be. He don't have to put me in jail. It's up to him. It's up to what he wants to do and what he feels necessary.
Yeah. Yeah, that's listen, I wish you the best, bro. I hope it doesn't happen, man. I hope you go home tomorrow. Oh, what are you flying in the morning?
Yeah, in the morning I'll be in. Yeah,
What time is your court date?
3 o'clock. You'll know if I'm in jail
Oh.
by 3:30.
Oh, okay.
You
Yeah,
know.
and if you're not, bro, you gotta text me and let me know.
Well, absolutely, because like I said, me and you have a good relationship. I will have somebody text you personally and let you know first, so you can
Oh,
put it out
okay.
there before that fat fucking scumbag, dirty, no teeth, crackhead, fucking meth face looking, fucking Lee Cole piece of shit dirtbag gets it. You know what I'm saying? Fake ass
I
Jerry
feel.
Caprese, fucking loser, bro, fucking loser. You
I
know,
know, bro. Yeah.
praying that I go to jail so he has something to talk about. That fucking fat piece of shit. You know.
Yeah, I think he did a show about you today, didn't he? Reading the article.
He won't stop doing shows about me. That's all he does.
That's how he gets views.
Yeah, that's all he does is do shows about me. He's hoping I go to jail so he gets some views. He's a fucking scumbag. You know?
Yeah.
I hope he
Yeah, I
walks
feel
out of
you.
his house and a fucking plane falls on him. How about that? You know?
Me too, bro. I hope that every day, bro.
Swear to God, I hope a fucking plane just falls right on his fat, ugly ass. I'm
Yeah,
drinking
for
an
real.
espresso martini with Bailey's in it. Look.
Oh, nice. Nice. So what? I know you got some stuff you probably want to say just in case the worst happens tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I want to say that I made so many good friends down here. Everyone loves me in Tampa. I'm not a public risk. I'm not a threat to the community. The last picture I posted, there was a police officer in the picture with me. A lot of people don't even know that. You know what I
Oh,
mean? Like,
really?
yeah, like a Tampa Bay police officer. And like I said, they all love me, everyone down there. The FBI is lying on me. They just want me in jail because they're mad that he didn't put me in jail last time. And they feel like I'm doing what I want. And like I said, if I have to go to jail, I'm okay with it. I've been there for 12. I've done 12 years already. And if I got to do some more time, I understand. Then I'll come out and I'll just continue where I left off. There's nothing I can really do about it, FBS,
Yeah, absolutely, bro.
There's nothing
Yeah.
I can do. You know, it's inevitable. I can't change that. You know what I mean? If he's gonna put me in, he's gonna put me in. I can't stop that. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
So I'm okay with it.
a lot of people are concerned about you, bro. I just spoke to Bill Catolo again. He sends his prayers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know, everyone knows I'm not a bad dude, man. They, you know, I understand that the mob may hate me and all that stuff, but in actuality, I'm not a bad person, and they're trying to present me that I'm out here running around being a gangster. It's such a lie. But like I said, if that's what they got to do, then let them do it. You know?
Well, look, it's supposed to be a good thing if the mob hates you.
Right? Exactly. You
You
know?
know what I mean? Yeah.
I know. I don't understand it.
Don't
They
worry,
just
Gene.
want me in prison.
I'm pretty sure they hate me too. It's all good.
I
I think I've pissed off all 5 families.
Yeah, they just listen. They just want me in jail. Yes, there's nothing I can do about it. And like I said, I'll know right away because you know Judge Block probably already has his mind made up what he's gonna do. I'll know right away when I go in there. He'll pretty much tell me like, you know, you're not coming out today. That's pretty much how he is. You know.
Yeah.
He'll tell me right away what he has to do and not do, and I'm gonna tell him. And I have a lot of respect for that judge. He's been nothing but good to me. So at the end of the day, whatever he does, I respect it. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
So if he does give me the 3 years, you know, I'll do like 24 months on it. You know what I mean? I'll do about 24 because I'll get the halfway house. I'll do about 30 on it. I'll be home in like 2 years if he gives me 3 years.
You know what sucks about it though is if you do get time, it's just because the prosecutor's pushing for it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, exactly. That's all it is. You know what I mean? And like I said, he went against them the last time, but this time he might not, you know?
Yeah.
Because they put me in the paper. They're trying to put pressure on him. You know what I mean? They're trying to make him put me in jail, you know?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, bro.
That's what they're doing. That's why they put that in the paper. That's no other reason why. The government contacted the Daily News and made them post that, you know?
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. They shouldn't even be allowed to do
pathetic. It's pathetic. I look at it as pathetic. It's pathetic, you know?
Yep.
So I don't respect them at all. I respect Judge Block. He's a good guy. He's been nothing but good to me. But as far as the government lying on me and doing all that, I don't respect them at all. They can eat a dick for all I care. I don't care about them at all. You know? I'll say a nice speech to them. I'll tell Judge Block nice things about him and what he did for me. I'm happy that he gave me a chance to go to Florida and have a life. And I like I said, I'm established for life because he let me go down there. And, you know, I'm happy with that.
Yeah, no, I feel you. Yeah. Yeah, bro, that's the good thing. Like, you don't have it like most people. If you go away, bro, you got money coming in, you know what I mean? And then when you get out, bro.
I got thousands coming in, bro. I don't care. Like, I tried telling them, like, I made it. Like, they put my net worth in Google. It's 1.3 million. Like, I don't know if they're lying or not. I don't know.
Damn.
Like, I don't know. They're putting net worths on me saying 1.3 million. I don't know. Maybe they're right. Maybe they're wrong. Who knows? I don't know.
Holy shit.
I don't know.
Wow.
I know I got a nice gift on my wrist. Somebody bought me a $35,000 U-blow. I mean, you know, it was nice to them, you know?
See, that's what's up, though, man, because then...
Listen, people hate me so much, but yet people buy me gifts like this. I don't know. Where is it? Where are you? There you go. Nice little U-blow. Rose gold, $35,000. My friend bought that for me. But, you know, I'm such a public risk and a threat to the community. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
People hate me so much, but regular, rich businessmen love me. Everyone loves me out here. You know what I mean? And it's like they hate it that people like me. I thought that they would love it that people like me, but they don't. You know?
Yeah.
So
it's good, man, because the worst case scenario, you go away for a little while, you rack up some money, and then when you get out, you go back to paradise.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. I'm good. I'm Tampa made right now, bro. I'm good, bro. I got it made out here. Everyone loves me out here. So when I come out, like I'm the man out here. Everyone loves me, bro. I hang out with celebrities. I hang out with athletes. Like they just mad because I profit off being like a bad guy, off being an ex-bad guy. My books are listen, FBS. They told me books don't sell no more. I got a bestseller. They told me my podcast wouldn't do nothing. I had one of the biggest podcasts. Everything they told me, I defied them. They told me, oh, you can't do this. Okay, I spoke to Dick Wolf from SVU, Law and Order. I had an interview with him. So many things they told me I couldn't do, I did. You know? Like, so it's like I keep defining them. What they say I can't do, I do it. So I'm okay with that. Whatever they decide to do to me, I'm happy with it. You put me in jail, my money will be still coming in. I still am an owner of an auto spa. It's expanding, and I'm 50% owner. So I know I'm always good. My partner loves me. She's worth $1 gazillion, legit money. I don't care. I'm good. You know?
Yeah.
And that's what they're mad about. I thought they'd be happy that I made it. Remember 50 Cent? 50 Cent
said,
man, I thought you'd be happy of it. You're not happy, man. They mad that I made it. They're
Yeah,
mad.
bro. That's how
Don't
it
make
is,
sense.
bro. Yeah.
So, like I said, it is what it is. You
So
know.
you're basically the Chris Pacello of Tampa.
Listen, that's what people are calling me. Don't say that, bro.
That's
No,
exactly what I was thinking.
they keep calling me that over here, but listen to me. Don't say that because then they're gonna start running with that. People are saying that down here. They're calling me that, bro. That's funny. You fucking said that, bro. You're a
Yeah.
fucking listen. And I get the women. So like I says, these dime pieces that keep coming away. But I love my girlfriend. As much as we fight, these women, they caused a lot of problems for me, bro. They really did. And as much as me and her kill each other, she pretty much came to my aid. And she wrote the judge a letter that pretty much crushed the government's whole fight. I mean, she crushed them. She basically told them he's not a threat to me. I'm not scared for my life. I call police for no reason half the time. I was the aggressor. Like, you don't deserve this. He feeds the homeless. He does right things for people. I've seen him do it. He does right. He takes less pay to pay his workers more money. Everything she wrote, she put in there and basically told him the truth. You know what I mean? That I'm not a bad person. So let's see how Judge Block takes it, Let's
Yeah,
see.
definitely. Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know?
hopefully everything works out, bro. I hope you text me at 3:30 and tell me you're on your way back to Florida.
Yeah. And like I said, I will have somebody personally text you beforehand so that fat fucking loser don't get his hands on it and tries to put it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Personally. You
No,
know?
that's cool. Yeah, give my number to whoever, bro.
If I'm calling you, that's good news. If you see me texting you, then I'm good.
Yeah, definitely, bro. Yeah.
If somebody else is texting you, then they remanded me,
Yeah, just give my number to whoever, you know what I mean, and have them text me as soon as they know.
Yeah, and I'll let you know. And like I said, right now I'm at a rooftop. I'm at the Addition. This is like a real hot spot. It's beautiful up here. You can see the city. You see everything.
Yeah, man.
The pool's beautiful. Everything. It's a hot spot in Tampa. I love it over here, man. And like I said, they want to take all this from me, but you know, like I said, I'll be back if they put me in jail for a little while. I'll come out and like I said, I'm good. I established so many great friends. I made best friends down here. I met, like I said, the best people I ever met in my life was down here, man. Friends I'll have for the
Yeah.
rest of my life. So I'm
How
happy
old
about it.
How old are you? 37?
I'm 38. I'll be 39 in June.
Yeah, you're young, bro. You got a lot
I'm
of
still
time.
young. Come home 40, 41, whatever. I'm good, bro. I got good
Yeah.
genetics. All right, I'll be all right.
Yeah, there you go, bro. You know what I mean? You got a bright future.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Bro, if you do the 3 years, will you be off fucking supervised release then?
Well, my lawyer believes that Judge Block's going to give me something to terminate my probation. That's what they believe. They don't want me on probation. They're trying to force him to do something to me, and I think he's going to throw a little thing in there. I think he's going to try to terminate me.
Yeah.
That's what I believe he's going to do. He's going to try to terminate me, maybe give me, if he gives me a year and a day, I'm happy. I'll do like 10 months on that, even halfway house, and terminate me and come home with nothing,
Yeah.
So
That would
that's
be
what
the
I'm praying.
best thing, bro.
Yeah.
That would be the best thing.
Yeah. Like I said, FBS, you will always be my first interview. So when I do come out or anything, I will come right to you. All right?
I appreciate it. Yeah, yep.
Always. All right? So that is good. And let me ask you a question. And the rumor is true. Why did they take Sammy's show down? Do you know?
Oh, I didn't even know they did.
Oh, I heard that. He was saying something about Sammy's show got taken down. I don't know if it was true or not.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't hear anything about it.
Oh, all right. That's bullshit then. Oh, Lee the Mole said it. I thought he was bullshitting.
Oh, yeah, he's a fucking liar, bro.
What's his deal, bro? He's such a fucking scumbag.
Bro, he makes up bullshit every day. Everything that comes out of his mouth is a fucking lie.
Yeah, I mean, he don't stop, bro. He's very disrespectful, man. He's an old man. He's just got a really bad fucking mouth on him, man. He says that I come at him. I only say things because he always opened his mouth about me. He don't stop.
Yeah,
I think he's in love with me. I don't know what's up with this dude, man.
Bro, you know what it is, bro? Is you stopped fucking with him, and that breaks his heart. You know what I mean? He can't forget it. He gets so angry whenever anybody kicks him to the curb. You know what I mean? And that's what happened.
Right. Well,
Yep.
as of right, I'm going to be honest with you. My lawyer believes that they are going to put me in tomorrow.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, she's a she. She's been with me for 8 years, Nancy Inez. She's great, and she's been with me for a long time, and she's almost like family to me. And she does think that they're going to remand me tomorrow. She thinks that in her brain.
Yeah.
So only because there's a lot going on, and I think they put a lot of pressure on this guy to basically make him make a move. But like I said, it is what it is. I'll be in MDC, work out, eat my commissary, and actually, I could probably do a phone call with you from there. I'll try to figure it out.
Oh, all right. Yeah,
Yeah, we'll
definitely,
go right
bro.
up on there. We'll see what's up. What I can do. I'm pretty sure I can. I mean, because if it's terminate my probation, I have no rules no more. I can do whatever I want. There's no conditions.
Oh, that's what's up.
Remember that. So if they give me time to terminate my probation, I don't have no conditions no more.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, so everything will be over with. So, like I said, as of right now, I am mindset of doing time, and I'm just accepting it. It is what it is. What can I do?
Yeah, if you expect the worst, bro, then anything less than that'll be a good
Bro,
surprise. You know what I mean?
if you talk to other cooperators, they never heard of no shit like this. They're coming at me like I never like I'm just in the mob still. Like it's
Bro,
crazy. Like you would think I'm active. They're
yo,
calling me a soldier in the paper. They're just lying through their teeth. They got all kinds of shit going on. I don't know what they're talking about. They're just going in.
I've never seen anything like it, bro.
No
Never.
one has. I mean, I'm talking about high-profile ex-mob guys are like, even FBI agent retired are like, yo, I never seen no shit like this. Like, what's going on? They just want this kid bad. I don't know why. They just hate me right now.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. Tomorrow I'll face the music, and by 3:30, I will let you know what's going on. Well, somebody will let you know.
All right, bro. Yo, I wish you luck, man. You know, we all got your back, bro. So
Yeah, FBS, thank you, man. I appreciate you, man. You're a good friend, man. And like I said, I'll let you know what happens. Right now, I'm at a party. I wanted to come in and say hello to you and tell you what's going on, and let everyone know I love them. I always have my back. And the Johnny and Gene show. Look, my shirt. I had to wear that for everybody. That's the reason why they're after me. I brought all these motherfuckers out the woodworks. They hate me for it.
yeah, they do.
All right, so FBS, I'm gonna get back to partying and tell everyone, we'll see what happens. I'll let you know firsthand. You put it up, all right?
All right, bro.
For FBS, I appreciate you, man.
Absolutely, man. Good
Take
luck
care,
tomorrow.
bro.
Yeah.
All right. Bye.
All right, peace. All right, guys. There's Gene Borello. We started 40 minutes early, like 9:15. Gene called me and he said, "Let's do it now." He's the guest. So I said, "All right, fuck it. Let's do it now." You know what I mean? So it is what it is. I don't mind. I don't care. Honestly, the earlier I start a show, the better. You know what I mean? Because then I can end it sooner. Hold on. Let me. And by the way, in case you're wondering why it said Mike the Realtor for Gene's name, hang on 1 second. All right. In case you're wondering why it said Mike the Realtor, remember last time Gene, his microphone wouldn't work, so he had to do it through the phone? We didn't want to do it this time. We didn't want to do it that way. You know what I mean? It sucks. So I told him, why don't you use your boy's phone? You know what I mean? So he used his boy Mike the Realtor's phone. So, it made it so he was able to come on at least. So don't worry, guys. The show isn't over. You know what I mean? I got a lot to say. But now that all right, Gene's texting me. Now that it's just me on here, I'm gonna give some shout outs. Then we'll guess you could say restart this show. Johnny the Greek, Joe Root, William Brooklyn, Miss Can't Be Wrong, Scott Lawson, Edward Everett, It's the Jacket, Brooklyn. Let's see who else we got over here. Junior Lollipops, Ranger Fan 11, Carmine S., Lee the Crackhead, Bob Entertainment Group. This is weird to Gene, but best wishes. Yeah. No, I mean, that's all you can say, really. You know what I mean? Joey Frakes. What's up, bro? Jimmy Calandra, Bath Avenue story. It's funny because I was listening to a little of Mac-O-Lantern's show earlier, and I heard Tony Peach say, that's why Jimmy Calandra doesn't go anywhere near him anymore. Jimmy Calandra, Billy Catolo, these fucking guys, they don't even talk to him no more. Yeah, wrong. Wrong. As you can see, Jimmy's right here in the chat. I speak to Bill Catolo probably once a week. I talk to Anthony Arlotta. I talk to Frank Fiorellino. I talk to Howie Santos. It's just the way it is. Sorry that breaks your heart. And if they think I can't get any more actors on my show, they have no fucking idea. I've just given up on it because there's nothing in it for me, really. You know what I mean? It's a whole lot of work. So I can come on, make next to no money and then get a minuscule amount of views. So, plus, I interviewed Robert Eiler, Vincent Piazza. I'm a guy with, 6,000 subs, and I had probably 4,000 and 5,000 when I did that. So where else is there to go from here? Who am I going to get? Tom fucking Hanks? I doubt it. K-Mac, thank you for this. I know I put it up on the screen, but I didn't want to interrupt. So thank you for that $14.99. When you come out, we'll have a welcome back party, Gene. Yeah, I put that up too. Sammy's show is still there. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, Pizza Ape, this was funny. That's why I put it on the screen. Wow, close talent. Johnny had Tony Pizza on panel, and you have Gene. Watching Mac and Tony was like watching paint dry. Are they still on? I don't even know if they're still on. Real deal. No, I'm good, bro. Thanks anyway. Free Gene. Yeah, what do you think, Miss Campion? I don't know what kind of bad shit did Real Deal do to me and my family. I don't know. I don't know the story. Did he do nothing? I don't know. Alex Trejo, drop the link for who? Real Deal? Let me get my my chat's opinion on it first. See, you got to understand, I honestly, and I mean this, I have no idea who Real Deal is. I thought Real Deal was Real Talk. I don't know. I've heard Tony talk about Real Deal, but I don't know who he is. I do know he was with Chicago. That's all I know. Thank you, Miss Can't Be Wrong. Stone Sailor, salute, my friend. Jimmy Calandra, I'm still here with you. FBS, you defended my name, and I'll never forget that. Of course, Jimmy, and I would do it again and again. Thank you for being here, my friend. Okay, official princess. Real Deal isn't Real Talk. Okay, so Real Deal was deceived too, I believe, FBS. This is all I need to know. Was Real Deal ever on that show where they were bashing my family? That's all I want to know. Does anybody know? When, bashing Shanna, anyone else in my family? Yes, he was. Okay, then no offense, Real Deal. Actually, all offense. I don't care. Don't worry about apologizing to me. I'm tired of this shit, bro. I'm tired of this shit where these motherfuckers think that they could sit on a show with some scumbag because they're just looking for a leader, somebody to follow, and they could trash a man's family. And then once that guy goes, goes away or something goes wrong and they no longer have him, boom, they want to run over here. No thanks. I've had it with that. Philly the Chicken Man Testa. FBS, I missed the beginning. Is Gene not coming on? No, Gene just left like 5 minutes ago. Yeah, he wasn't staying on long. He was on for about 20 minutes. You know what I mean? You'll have to rewind it, watch the replay. I don't know what happened. Everybody's saying that there was no notifications sent. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why. I only have 204 people right now. That's absolutely terrible. So I don't know what happened. Maybe no notifications went out, or maybe because I started so early and there wasn't time for notifications to go out. I don't know. Yeah, he did pasta patate. But we're still going to talk about those other two douchebags. Yeah, I started early because Gene was ready. You know what I mean? You see Gene's out partying. He hit me up and he said, do you want to do it tonight still, or do you want to do it before I walk into the courthouse? Now, all I'm thinking is, oh, you mean, do I want to get up early? No. Let's do it tonight. You know what I'm saying? So, but you guys can watch the replay. You know what I'm saying? He basically said he's expecting to go to prison tomorrow, but he's not worried about it. The guy's built a beautiful life in Tampa. He's got a lot of great friends. He's basically famous out there. He has tons of money coming in from his business, and he'll be fine in prison. And when he gets out, he's going back to paradise. You know what I mean? So he ain't worried about it. Got to give him credit. He's not crying about the shit. Hold on 1 second. I got some news for you guys then. I got some really good fucking news today. Bad news yesterday. Good news today. I'm going to tell you about it. I'll tell you about it in a minute. Yeah, I know, Mims. I don't know what happened. We had Gene Borello on. We had very few viewers just because, I don't know. Nobody was getting notifications. What the fuck? That's why I kind of wish Gene would have waited till 10, but it don't matter. There's 206 people here now. It'll build. That's why I want to apologize. Yes, I was sitting on the panel. I didn't agree with him bashing your family. I should have put a stop to it, but didn't. I didn't endorse it. So if you don't accept, listen, I'll accept your apology, real deal, but that's it. You know what I mean? No offense, bro. I just, it's better that we don't associate. That's all. There's too many fucking people on here, content creators, that are just willing to let bygones be bygones. If you, real deal, I'll tell you what, bro. If you guys bashed me all day, I'd be like, fuck it. Yeah, bro. You don't have to apologize. We're cool. I understand the game. But my family, it's just too much. All right. Thanks for your apology, bro. So we're going to talk about, yeah, I know a lot of people are going to watch Johnny Mac just because of Tony Pizza. I knew that already. I was talking to Gunsmoke about it earlier. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people still didn't get notifications for this show. We got 221 people, and I want to talk about those scumbags. You know what I mean? Johnny and Tony. Now, I'm going to tell you exactly where I'm at with it. But do me one favor, and let me just go get a... no, you know what? I'm good for now. I'll take a break in a minute to go get a drink. So... do you guys remember My Cousin Vinny? There's a scene, I think it's the scene where he's wearing the fucked up suit. You know, that like, I don't even know, like 1970s wedding suit or something. And he's at his, at the defense table, and he's like, he's napping, basically. His eyes are closed, and the fucking judge calls him up. You know what I mean? It's his turn to cross-examine a witness or whatever. No. Yeah, I think he was supposed to cross-examine an expert at the time. And he walks up. You could tell he wants no part of it. He don't even care. He walks up and he says, everything that guy just said is bullshit. And he sits back down. That's exactly how I felt watching Johnny Mac and Tony Soflo. Johnny Mac is still talking about the clean slate thing. I sent him during his stream. I swear to you guys, I'll show you. I sent Johnny Mac my entire case, just like I did with Angel Gotti, because he's still saying, why don't you put your whole case up then, FBS? First of all, he said, why don't you unseal it? How can I unseal it? I never got it sealed to begin with. It happens automatically. I'm not going to keep going over the clean slate thing, but just for a minute here. Guys, bottom line, they're sealing them automatically. That's it. And they're not following the rules, the 10 years, the no felonies, none of that shit, man. And besides, he said it's only if you have little things on your record. No, entire murder cases are being sealed because there was a lower charge that was dropped. I did not have a misdemeanor conviction. He's saying misdemeanor convictions take this amount of time, and they don't get sealed if you have a felony. I didn't have a misdemeanor conviction. I had a dropped charge. Okay, so it's stupid. You're listening to the same thing over and over again, and everybody who tries this says the same thing. Why don't you put up your case? I've put it up probably a dozen times. So I sent it to Johnny Mac while he was on the show with Tony Pizza. Do you think he said, oh, FBS just sent me his whole case, there it is? No. And why not? Because he knows goddamn well I've put up that case many, many times. It's stupid, bro. It's sealed because of the Clean Slate Act. Bottom line. That's it. Call the courthouse. Call York County Courthouse. Say, well, why is Chris Lodrego's 2016 case sealed? Could it be because of the Clean Slate Act? And they're going to say yes. But remember to remind them that I had a charge that was dropped. And then right there, they're going to be like, oh, yeah, clean slate. Simple as that. These people are stupid. I got some news for you. I'd say most cases where people cooperate are not sealed. They're not sealed. Not all of them. Like MRE's got a, for example, his case, you got to understand, the dude, it says it was picked up by the feds, and he refuses to acknowledge that. The woman at the courthouse, right here, see that? That heavily tattooed lady at the courthouse was, she points to that envelope right there. See, she goes, she doesn't point to it. She puts her hand on it. That's where she's explaining to my friend that the reason for the feds picking up the case is in that sealed envelope, which there's only one answer for that, a cooperation agreement. But most people who cooperate, their cases aren't sealed. So when you see a case that's impounded or sealed, that doesn't mean they cooperated. There's a number of different reasons. What Johnny Mac is failing to acknowledge is that he has dozens of cases that do not show up anywhere on the Clermont County website. None of them. Not one. There's one that's criminal that might be him. It's from 2022. I don't think it's him. And then there's one lawsuit that him and his whole family were involved in. None of his cases show up, which means what? It means they're sealed. All of his cases. Then he talks about his suspended sentences. Fucking dumbbell. It's suspended because it's an unclassified misdemeanor. Bro, I went over your suspended sentences. Almost every misdemeanor is classified as a first degree misdemeanor, a third degree misdemeanor. You're fucking lying. You ratted, bro. You told on people. That's why you're so quick to try to come after me, because you need to be better than me at everything in your own mind. You have yet to be better than anything. So since you're a rat, you want to try to make me a rat too, so you don't feel so shitty about yourself, because I'm the number one person you're jealous of on here. This fucking douchebag said, and I knew sooner or later he was going to say this. Sooner or later. This douchebag said he went to Florida, and I was in a rush to get there as soon as he left. First of all, I told him I was going to Florida weeks before he went to Florida. That's number one. Number two, me and Shanna started planning that trip. Because, guys, listen, the day that I follow Johnny Mac or I want to do anything he does is the day that I'm just permanently out of here. You know what I mean? It's the day that I climb up to my roof and I jump off head first. Me and Shanna and Tony Soflo were planning that trip for months. For months. We didn't tell anyone about it because of, people like NB. And Johnny Mac knew that, but he still went and ran and told Joe Candela. He still went and ran and told Joe Candela as soon as he found out I was going. FBS is going to Florida. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I'm going to try something here. I don't know if it's going to take a long time. I won't do it. But I'm going to go into my text messages. I'm going to go to Tony Soflo. And I am going to try to go to the top. Let me see something real quick. I don't know if he said it in text message or there you go. This is one. This is not as early as we started, but this is from SoFlo. Look what he's saying to me. Now look at the date. July 15th, 2022. Between today and tomorrow, we will know what's up with the Hard Rock for the 15th, 16th, and 17th. Just remember, we do have a contingency plan. If we go to Hard Rock, no, the married. You get the point. Okay? So that was July 15th. I swear to you on everything I love, it was May. It was either April or May. It might have even been April. Tony Soflo called me. It's right after we kind of started being friendly with each other. And he said, bro, I want you to come to Florida. You know, I got 3 nights in the Hard Rock for you and Shanna. I told Shanna about that about two days later. And she was like, let's do it. You know what I mean? And it started out as a 3-day trip. That's what we were going to do. And then we're like, you know what? Fuck that. Let's extend it. Instead of going till Wednesday, we'll go till Friday or Saturday. And we did that. And then we were like, a month later or so, we were like, wait a minute, let's extend it again, but in the beginning. So instead of arriving on Friday, we arrived on Wednesday or Thursday. You know what I'm saying? So it wound up being a 9-10-day trip. So Johnny Mac, I heard him say, oh, as soon as he saw I was in Florida, he had to, bro, I didn't even know you were going to Florida until like the first week of August. I did not know. I think you might have already been there when I found out. Our trip had been in the works for fucking months. You really think I got a room in the fucking a Grand Beach, Miami hotel a week or two prior to us taking that trip? You really think that the other hotel that we stayed in Fort Lauderdale, which was also like a 5-star hotel, you think that we just were able to get that last minute? No, we had been planning this. And Tony was asking me week after week, when are you coming? When are you coming? When are you coming? Finally, I said, you know what? We're going to come like the second week of August or the third week of August. You know what I mean? And that was in July. I told him that. And that's why he sent me that message. But he called me in fucking April or May to offer me the 3 nights. You know what I'm saying? And it took him, he told me, I got to give him at least a month. You guys can ask Soflo. He told me, bro, you got to give me at least a month, advance notice so I can get you the room at the Hard Rock. So Johnny Mac, you're out of your fucking mind. Again, you're delusional. You just make shit up. That's why I was like, usually I'm going to tell you guys the truth. When I know that there's a show that's all about bashing me, I get a little sick to my stomach when I put it on because it's like, what are they going to say? I don't want to hear this shit. But I turned it on and all I heard was bullshit, 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 and more bullshit. So I was just sitting there calmly listening to it. And I'm like, these guys, he's just repeating the same shit, the Clean Slate Act. The Clean Slate Act. Bro, again, I want to know, Johnny Mac, for 1.43 grams, which you yourself said is like nothing, which it is, how much time was I supposed to do? How much time? Because I got 6 to 23 months and I served 9 of it. So how much time was I supposed to do on a bitch-ass amount of fucking cocaine like that? That right there would give you the answer. You stupid motherfucker. And by the way, I talked to my man Cam the other day in the rap video. You know, the one that's always, well, there's several rap videos I play with him in it. And I said, bro, any of your cases get not sealed, impounded or whatever because of this Clean Slate Act? And he said, yeah, one of mine and one of, I'm not going to say his girl's name, but one of his girls. And I said, how old were they? One was 4 years old and one was 6 years old, both felonies. And you know why? Because there was other charges in the case that were not prosecuted. That's how they're doing it. They don't want you being held responsible for shit you are not convicted of. Therefore, you know what I mean? Because they know Jobs will look at it and Jobs will say, wait a minute. Like in my case, my charge was very much related to my charge that was dropped was very much related to the charge that I was convicted of. But in some cases, you know what I'm saying? Like Tony Soflo, if he lived in PA, that SA case, nobody would know about that. But because that charge was dropped, they wouldn't even know about the pool stick case because that was part of the same case, I believe. You know what I'm saying? So the whole thing would have been impounded. And it doesn't matter if it's 1 month or 10 years later. It doesn't matter. That's the way it works, period. So, they could keep saying it, but people who know better are laughing at you, Johnny Mac. You realize I did more time just on that sentence than you did in a lifetime, yet you have 10 times as many charges as me. Tell us about the time you did, Johnny Mac. And all that shit about it was a suspended sentence because it's an ungraded misdemeanor. That's what they do. Where? That must be strictly Ohio, because I've never fucking heard of it. He says you don't do time on an ungraded misdemeanor. Then why would they sentence you and then suspend it, you stupid asshole? If you don't do time, why would they give you a 2-month, 28-day sentence? The whole point, they give you the sentence, they suspend it, and then if you fuck up, you go back and do that sentence. You absolutely do time on ungraded, and they're not ungraded. That's such a stupid, oh my God. They're not ungraded misdemeanors. Unfucking believable. 278 people, guys. Hit the like button and please donate if you can. Then he went on to the fucking credit thing. Again with the credit card. This guy does not understand that there's people out there who choose not to use credit cards. Therefore, why even have them? Then he said something stupid. Everybody needs to buy a house or a car someday. You got to build your credit. Yeah, you don't need credit cards to do that. I got a car loan. I pay my car payment every month, and I pay more, a good bit more than what the actual payment is to pay it off earlier. But I had no credit cards at the time. I don't want credit cards. When you have credit cards, you use credit cards. Do you understand? I don't need to do that. Guys, you see me spending money left and right. And I do it without a credit card. What does that tell you? That means I can afford to do it in cash. Why in the fuck would I have credit cards? Like I said, it's a good idea, I guess, if you have no other credit, like if you don't have a car loan, a mortgage, any of that. A credit card is almost essential for building credit. But if you have other credit, other things that build credit, car loans, shit like that, you don't need credit cards, And Shanna got herself in trouble with credit cards, claimed bankruptcy. So do you understand why she does? And believe it or not, let me tell you something. She filed bankruptcy a little over 3 years ago. Her fucking credit is looking amazing right now. That's how it works sometimes. Shanna doesn't want credit cards. Neither of us do. Fuck that. But this guy can't. He's been so broke his whole life, he can't wrap his mind around just being able to pay for shit in cash and not needing credit cards. Guys, when I was making, and here's another thing. He said that I said, and I knew as soon as I said this, it would be twisted by somebody, but I thought it would be NB. I said on this show numerous times, this is the most money I've made at any job I've ever had. Job. I didn't say it's the most money I've ever made. Of course I made more in the street. How could I not? Of my DJ business, I made more. Not a whole lot more, but more. Okay, and you think I never had 10 grand? Tony Pizza says, when I got that money from my mother, that 10,000, he said he never even had 10,000 in his hand. Bro, I could have 10,000 in my hand the second the bank opens. Are you fucking kidding me? Or first thing in the morning, I can have 10,000 in my hand. You know how many times I've had triple and quadruple that in my fucking hands? I was a goddamn drug dealer, you stupid asshole. Plus, I had a business that was all cash for the most part. No, what I said is, I never had my mommy hand me $10,000 like you did, Tony Scumbag. No, I can't even imagine what it would be like to go to a parent and say, I need 10 grand. My dad would have slapped my fucking head off my shoulders. My mom would have just laughed so hard, she probably would have had a heart attack. Okay? Yeah, that's what they are, Jane Creek. Anybody with common sense, if they already have decent credit, if they can pay for things with cash, but they choose to use credit cards, they're out of their fucking mind. It makes no sense. No sense whatsoever. Why would you do that? You're paying interest. Why? Guys, when I was making a ton of money in my DJ business, I told you guys, I had 2 American Express cards. Each one had, I believe, a $20,000 limit. I had another Capital One card that had a $5,000 or $10,000 limit. They stayed in my wallet for probably a year before I ever activated any of them. And you know when I finally activated them? When I left the fucking psych ward and I was taken off to fucking Wildwood to be by myself, and I needed one to get a hotel room and all that shit. You know what I mean? That's the way I've always been. I build my credit and then I'm done. Now, when I was a young man, I used credit cards to build my credit. You know what I did once my credit was built? I got rid of the credit cards. That's it. I closed the accounts. It's as simple as that. Wait a minute. There's late breaking news. Okay. Maybe not. I have to talk to somebody. Apparently, there's more news on Johnny's criminal record. Big surprise. The fuck? I muted myself. Everything that they say is just repeats of shit they've all said before. You know what I mean? There was something else I wanted to say about a comment with the credit, and Tony said, I don't even remember. But Johnny Mac is such an asshole. You know what I mean? This guy could watch me spend $1,500 in 1 month on sneakers, and he's like, fucking guy doesn't even have a credit card. Goddamn right, boy. You're fucking right. How many people could do that without one, jerk off? You know what I'm saying? With the bills I have? You know? And then somebody put in the comments, I complained about the price of a sandwich. Or no. They said I couldn't afford to buy a sandwich. And then I went home talking like as if I was, some sort of baller who just lived it up in Florida. Bro, are you sure I wasn't bitching that a sandwich because you said in the hotel. You sure I wasn't bitching because a sandwich was outrageously priced? Couldn't afford it. So you think I got a $500 a night hotel room and I couldn't afford a sandwich? Unfucking believable, these people. When they get jealous of you and they just want to, somehow try to prove a point, they just lie and lie and lie. I know, bro. Yeah, exactly. This guy doesn't understand anything. He thinks that if you don't have credit cards, it's because you don't have good credit. He doesn't understand that a lot of people don't have credit cards because they want to keep their good credit. Good. You know what I mean? He doesn't get it. Because what does he know? Him and his wife bought a house 20 fucking years into their marriage, and his name is not on the deed. Not on the loan, the mortgage, nothing. So what does he know about finances? Johnny Mac, again, you started with the drug shit. I'm not even going to humor that because, bro, I'm the only motherfucker on here, the only one, period, as far as content creators, who's been sober this long, clean and sober. Everybody knows it. I got the tremors, bro. You said I got tremors. You said I shake. Does anybody see me shaking? You said I'm on here sweating and I'm doing cocaine. Yeah. You got to say that, bro. You got to say something. Why? Because look at you. Look at you. You're too goddamn weak and too much of a pussy to just fucking live life with a clear head. You wake up, you take your methadone, then you smoke fucking weed. Then you pop some pills Tabitha steals from you. Then you take a nap. Then you take more methadone. Oh, no. I think you smoke more weed. And then you take another nap. Then you get up, smoke some more weed, have some beers, and then take your methadone so you can go back to sleep. I mean, bro, your whole life is being under the influence of something. Your whole fucking life. What would you know about how I'm living? You don't know. You've never had 43 months clean time in your life, Johnny Mac. And guess what? Until now, either have I. But I do now. So it's stupid for you to even be talking. You're sitting on the screen with a joint in your hand talking about me doing drugs when nobody in their right mind who's being honest has any reason to believe that I have been doing drugs since at least the very first day I started on YouTube. And you're sitting there with a joint in your hand in your living room After you lectured me about smoking in my man cave here. You're lecturing people about doing drugs. Bro, the lack of self-awareness is astounding. It's astounding. And he says also, this is another guy who likes to count my money, but underestimate it greatly. Johnny Mac said, the money he makes on YouTube, it's not that much. Trust me. How much is it, Johnny? Is it 50 a year, 75? Is it six figures? What do you think? And how would you know? So what the fuck are you talking about? Maybe I'm making 200,000 a year on here. Not a chance, but you wouldn't know. You know what I'm saying? A guy whose personal life, financial life, and internet life is so fucked up and such a goddamn mess, is constantly talking about other people's lives. You know what I mean? And what they should be doing, shouldn't be doing. He thinks he can give them advice. Bro, you're a fucking jerk off. You're an asshole. And then the phone call about the credit card with Tony Soflo. That's even more proof, you dumb motherfucker, that me and Tony had been planning on me and Shanna taking that trip for months. For months. Because when you were there, I called him to tell him I only had one issue yet. You know what I mean? I was trying to figure out if I could rent a car with a debit card. I found out we couldn't. That night, me and Shanna applied for a credit card. We had it before we left for Florida. We got it about 3 days before. That's it. No co-signing. Get the fuck out of here. He said Shanna's mom co-signed. Yeah, okay. Yeah, right. If my wife's mother had the co-sign for her to get a credit card, okay, and I wasn't able to do it on my own, or my wife wasn't able to do it on her own, you wouldn't see me on here with such confidence. You know what I'm saying? What is this? I just got another one of Johnny's cases. Theft. M1F5. State of Ohio versus John McLaughlin. Yeah, I'll have to look at that later. I don't know what's up with that. But to see him sitting there with Tony Pizza, he's like, this is the guy I started with. This guy, I'm sorry, wait, that's Tony. Johnny Mac, this is the guy I started with, the first guy I ever had on my channel. First channel I ever went on. It was Tony Pizza. It was my buddy. Johnny Mac. This is the guy who said that he fucked your daughter and had a baby with her, and now you're his father-in-law. And with that, I'm going to get a drink. And yes, people, please don't make me regret coming on tonight. There's 274 of you in here. Please donate. Good news, though. Oh, first of all, I got to tell you about my good news. Remind me in a second. But good news for Gunsmoke. Listen, Tabitha said to Tina and Tony Soflo to their faces, if Johnny Mac ever linked back up with Tony Pizza, she's going to leave him. You know what that means? Gunsmoke's got a new crib. Gunsmoke when you're moving in with Tabitha. Because she's going to put Johnny Mac outside and change the locks. You know what I mean? That she's going to wait for him to go get a bag of dope and change the fucking locks. And then guess who's moving in? My brother, Gunsmoke the Don. Personally, I hate to see him stoop that low. Tabitha is the disgusting, hideous, ugly fucking pig of a whore. You know what I mean? Who fucks her coworkers. And, oh, by the way, Johnny Mac, that's for Tony calling my wife Shamu and talking shit about her. See? You notice how I'm not really talking about Tony that much? I'm talking about you. That's what I said I'm going to do. And I heard Tony talking shit about my wife tonight. Therefore, there might just be an onslaught of attacks on Tabitha. Because I told you, bitch. The first thing you should have said to Tony before he came on is, bro, don't mention his wife or his kids, or they're going to fucking attack Tabitha and them left and right. Because you would have been right. Okay, so, bro, let Tony Pizza call it Shanna Shamu. Meanwhile, we've seen Shanna. Tabitha has pictures on her fucking Facebook. Of course, you made her private them now. Okay, but she was easily 250, 300 pounds. She was fucking enormous. That's why now, when you look at Tabitha on those SoFlo videos and shit, her fucking arms are all flab and cellulite. It's disgusting. It's exactly what happens when a person loses a ton of weight and they got that extra skin. Her ass looks like it craters and every fucking thing else. The backs of her legs, complete and total cellulite. Disgusting. You can't say that about Shanna. And guess what? You said tonight, oh, he says nobody should talk about anybody's families. That's his rule. And then he talks about my wife. Bro, I didn't just start talking about your wife. I didn't mention your fucking wife or kids. I didn't. Until you started trashing Shanna about being an LPN. What do you think? Just because you trashed her about being an LPN, that doesn't count as trashing her? No. Trashing her is trashing her, dickhead. So again, you chose to put your wife through hell, and you did again tonight. You know what I'm saying? You did again tonight. Now let Tony keep talking about people's wives and kids and see how much uglier it gets. You know what I'm saying? Because you will be held responsible. That's all there is to it. JM Bash Shadow, what'd he say? Yeah, I did miss some super chats. Let me go back. Anthony Cipollone, $5. Please check your email as soon as you can. All right. Rakasan Kennel, $5. Thank you, bro. You hit me up earlier, too. I appreciate it. Let's see. Let me see. Oh, yeah. No, I know. Yeah, he called my wife a whore a year ago. You know what I'm saying? You think I forgot that, bro? Who started talking about whose wife? The bottom line is I've just now decided to start getting you back, especially since just a week ago or something you were questioning my wife's, I don't know, her skills as a nurse, her standing in her career. I don't know what the fuck it was. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, my wife still makes more than yours. And I make more than you and your wife combined. So stop with that horse shit, bro. Okay. Listen, me and Gunsmoke are two different guys. Gunsmoke likes, and we get into it all the time. You know what I mean? He likes fat, sloppy, disgusting, just huge asses. You know what I mean? He does. He's all turned on by that shit. Me, I'm grossed out by it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, we're two different guys. So if I was in Gunsmoke's position, no, I would not move in with Tabitha. But Gunsmoke, listen, he's all about that ass. So he's moving into the place on Buckskin Trail. You can believe that. You know what I'm saying? When I saw Tabitha's ass in that video of SoFlo's, I'm telling you, bro, I almost wanted to cut out my eyes. You know what I'm saying? But Gunsmoke was like, ooh, look at that fat, nasty, sloppy. I'm like, ugh, what? Stop it. You're making me fucking sick, bro. Exactly, Stone Sailor. Exactly. Yeah, it's not looking good for you, bro, because you already started with the fucking wife tonight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's a thief. Of course he is. How could you be a heroin addict for all that time and not be a fucking thief? You know what I'm saying? Johnny Mac, I want to know your longest period of sobriety. But then again, there's no point because you consider yourself to be sober now. Just because you're not doing heroin, and how do we know you're not? I mean, why would you want to take a girl to a fucking shooting gallery unless you're trying to shoot up? You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's why you nap. See, Johnny naps, doesn't nap 3 times a day. He nods off. He nods off and he passes out because he's probably still on dope. And don't tell me, no, he's on methadone. He can't be. Bullshit. I've seen fucking heroin addicts do the unthinkable. I saw a heroin addict shoot up with motor oil off the fucking ground in a parking lot. Okay? They could do the unthinkable. Hold on, guys. Yeah, that's Tony Pizza. Hold on, let me text Kaz. All right. Wait a minute. What did I miss here? Hold on. I went over that one. Tony Pizza was saying that Cash doesn't come on anymore. They scam people. Where does he come up? Tony Pizza has this wonderful ability. It's not wonderful. It's horrible, but it's this unique ability, I should say, to just take a little tiny bit of something and turn it into an entirely exaggerated bullshit story. Overly exaggerated, I should have said. You know what I mean? DJ Kaz used to come on here and ask people to donate, and if they donate, they'll get a mix. He'll make them a mix. You know what I'm saying? Or he'd say the highest donor tonight gets a mix because he's a DJ. He makes mixes. You know what I'm saying? So we did that a few times. Everybody got their mixes, no fucking problem. Tonight, Tony says, that DJ Cash don't even come around anymore. Remember, they beat people out of $3,000 over some DJ equipment. What? What the fuck are you talking about, bro? Tony Pizza is such a fucking liar that it's hard for him to keep track. So he'll say things like I went to SoFlo's house in the summer. But to hear him tell it, it'll be like, yeah, in the FBS, he comes to Florida, he goes to Miami, he goes to SoFlo's house. When he gets there, there's gun smoke, there's Lefty Guns, Mustache Pete, Common Sense, Jimmy Calandra, Bill Catolo, Anthony Avalada, Howie Santos, Frank Fiordolino, Mish Can't Be Wrong. They're all there at SoFlo's house. Next thing you know, they're having a big party. What? How do you... Oh. He just makes shit up as he goes, and that's why him and Johnny are a good fit. Johnny does too. Johnny's a junkie, so he calls you a junkie. Johnny's a rat, so he calls you a rat. You know what I mean? It's a very simple formula. Donald Bishop, $4.99. Pizza and Mac got to do their show shirtless for views, X-rated. Ugh. Thank you, Donald Bishop. Hey, FPS, I think you... Oh, yeah. I went back and got him. Let me get down here. Did Chubby Mac make any money tonight? I couldn't take more than 5 minutes of that bullshit, and I didn't see no super chats. No, probably not. He never makes money. Hold on. Deadly 30 for real? Did that come from a credible source? Why would JM? JM cheated on Tabitha 3 weeks ago with Jen, and she gave him herpes and chlamydia. Well, it came from Josie a while ago. So it's, well, if it was 3 weeks ago he cheated on her, how long ago was a while ago if it came from Josie? And listen, Josie is another pathological lying fucking C word. You know what I'm saying? So I don't believe anything that pig says. She's one of the biggest fucking pathological whore, nut job, mental patient fucking liars we've ever seen them up to. But when it comes to that story, personally, I don't know. You know what I mean? Jen looks like she'd give it up to a fucking tree if it wanted it. You know what I'm saying? Anyone. Anything. You know what I mean? A fucking animal, whatever. But I think she would have released the details. Maybe not the herpes and the chlamydia details, but she would have at least said, yeah, and when we fucked, and his dick was this big, and he was limp, and, you know, he had spots on it, and warts, and fucking herpes. And, you know what I mean? I personally. And I think she would have blamed him for the herpes and the chlamydia. Oh, you mean at SoFlo's house? Yeah, that imaginary trip we took, bro. Tabitha got AIDS from Charlie Sheen and fucked Drunkzilla. What? Brenda jumped out of a cake and tripped over her cane. Was she sober when she made that statement, Deadly? Oh, Josie's never sober. Come on, let's be honest, guys. So yeah, as for that show earlier, I got to be honest. I'm not going to lie to you. I thought it was going to be like, Pizza going nuts and Johnny Mac, yelling and acting like the little belligerent bitch that he is. But it was simply a very calm version of Tony Pizza and Johnny Mac lying through their fucking teeth. So it was actually boring me, and I was the subject. So I just turned it off after about 15 minutes. Plus, I'm working on some other stuff. And like I said, the Gene thing popped up kind of early. Stephen Cordell, thank you for the $10. He said, "What up?" Yeah, the Gene thing really threw me off because he was like, "Let's go on now." I said, and I'm just laying there. I'm like, "Oh, all right, let's do it." Meanwhile, Lee is at home kicking Polly because he's like, "Why wouldn't Gene come on my show?" Because he hates you, Lee, because you suck. Because you said that a man's daughter dying is karma for his sins. You know what I mean? So there you go. Everybody hates you, Lee. Everybody. Lefty, let's take a walk and talk about Lefty. Josie wakes up, and the first thing she does is drink a healthy gulp of cheap vodka before she even looks in the mirror. Yeah, I'd say probably like some $6 of fifth shit, like I used to drink when I was severely addicted to liquor or alcohol, whatever. Let me see. And as far as this Harry Weasel, I'm sorry, Harry Wessels, Chicago Muscle. I don't know. Did Johnny and Tony go into their stupid fucking theory about the Al Humble guy? I don't know. But there's no doubt we got the right dude. I will be bringing you more information. You just got to give me time. Today, my day was crazy, and let me tell you about my good news. So, I had a fucking shit ton of blood work done yesterday. Okay. I mean, the guy took so much blood from me, I wasn't sure I had any left. It was for 2 different doctors. They were testing everything, lipid panel, everything under the fucking sun. Okay. So I get my results back. Like last night, I think it was last night. Yeah, it was after. I mean, I know it was last night. I'm just trying to remember if it was after the show. I think it was like maybe an hour after the show, half hour, something like that. Hold on. They didn't say anything about Al Humble that I heard, but they did say Harry isn't the guy. Yes, he is. Harry the he's the Sasquatch from Harry and the Hendersons. That's Chicago Muscle. So yeah, I look at my fucking blood work results in the middle of the night, and I see that my fucking blood sugar is 110, and I'm like, oh God, fucking mighty. No way. My blood sugar's never been over 99. I'm like, you fucking telling me on top of everything else, I'm fucking pre-diabetic now? No fucking way. So I plan, you know me, I go fucking hard. I don't just let that shit happen. So I'm like, no. I'm going to the fucking gym every goddamn day. I'm changing my diet completely. Yeah, I fasted, but not how I should have, Miss Campion. I was supposed to fast 10 to 12 hours. I might have fasted 8. You know what I'm saying? So that might have fucked it up too. But I just decided today, I'm after the doctor, I'm going to go get all different food. I'm throwing every fucking thing I have away here with a carb in it. I'm done. You know what I mean? No more iced tea, whatever. Which, by the way, I'm going to cut back on that after today anyway, or just completely eliminate it. But I see this and I'm like, oh God, I'm pre-diabetic. This is a fucking nightmare. I'd rather be dead than be diabetic at 40 fucking 3 years old. And now remember, guys, what I'm about to say, it'll be like I never said it, because by tomorrow, Tony Pizza, Johnny Mac, NB, Angel, MRE, Lee Cole will all be saying, did you hear FBS is diabetic now? Yeah, he found out the other day. Yeah, full-blown type 2 diabetes. Because they only hear what they want to hear. So anyway, I'm like, Yeah, Miss Camp, well, they told me 10 to 12, but yeah, I looked it up and it said 8 to 12. Let me just see. 20 hours fast. The fuck out of here. Well, the F Gotti going on in a few, I bet you. First thing at FBS. I don't know what you mean. The border, yeah, and they'll say I'm dying, of course. That borderline blood sugar, a little change in diet. Yeah. So, well, that's just it. Yorkville Charlie. So I go to the doctor today. That's why I got the blood work yesterday. I needed this blood work for today for the doctor. You know what I mean? She would have fucking killed me. So I get there and she opens up my blood work and I was like, it's all right, Sierra, don't worry about it. I already know I'm dying. I know. I'll probably be dead by midnight. I know. You don't even got to tell me anymore. And she's like, you're not dying. I was like, well, talk to me. What the fuck is going on? Here's the good part. My lipid panel, my fucking cholesterol, my kidneys, my liver, perfect. My triglycerides, slightly elevated. It's like 200, nothing. There was a time my triglycerides were 450. You know what I'm saying? And I lost 25 fucking pounds. That was in 2015. And I fixed that real quick. I don't just sit around and let myself rot. You know what I mean? I'm not Johnny Mac. I don't find out that I'm sick and just let myself get sicker like this dickhead who's got stage 19 fucking cirrhosis of the liver, hepatitis C, liver disease, fatty metamorphosis of the liver. You know what I mean? All these things. And he still drinks and does methadone and takes pills, probably shoots heroin. So anyway, I act as soon as I know something's fucked up. So I said, what's going on, Sierra? 110. Am I fucked? Just tell me. Am I pre-diabetic? Do I have diabetes? She said, well, I got to tell you the truth. It could be nothing. Could be a fluke. Could be that you're pre-diabetic. Could be that you already have diabetes. I'm like, all right, yeah, I'm dying then. She was like, no, it won't kill you. I was like, no. I'll kill me if that's the case. She's like, yeah, there's no need for that. And please don't say that here. I was like, I didn't mean it. I was joking. So anyway, she tells me about the A1C. It's not really high, Yorkville Charlie. Not really. They were happy with it. Triglycerides are supposed to be, what are they supposed to be? What should your what the fuck happened? What should your triglycerides be?
According to Mayo Clinic, a simple blood test can reveal
Yeah.
whether your triglycerides fall into a healthy range. Normal, less than 150 milligrams per deciliter.
150 is normal.
Or less.
150 to 199 is borderline high. Yeah. So I mean, it's not good. But it's not compared to where I was. The doctor ain't bitching at all. And besides, I'll take care of that now that I know that it's 200. You know what I mean? Now that I know, trust me, watch what I do in the next couple of weeks. You're going to see a different FBS in a few weeks. They'll really say I'm smoking crack then because I'm going to lose some fucking weight in even the next couple of weeks. Trust me, I got a plan and I don't fuck around. Anyway, not to make this draw it out forever, but she said you got to get your A1C and that's how we'll know. You know what I mean? Because it basically tells you like the average for the last 6 months, whatever. So I said, okay, I'm going to get it done. She's like, when? In like 6 weeks? I said, no, right now. I'm not going to fucking spend the whole week or the next 6 weeks wondering if I have diabetes. I'm going right now. She's like, all right. I didn't even check out. I just bounced. I went to the fucking place. It was about 15 minutes away, got my blood work done. And I got the results back a couple of hours ago. 5.4. My A1C. 5.4. You know what that means? It means I'm not diabetic or pre-diabetic. My last blood work was 59. Holy shit. How do you do that? Give me tips. Mob Entertainment Group. No one can apply for an expungement on any wobbler offense, crimes that have a misdemeanor and a felony version if you're not on probation anymore. I have no idea what you're talking about, bro. But thank you. JC. I think you're behind in the chat, bro. Oh, yeah, bro. I don't blame you. Duchess of Patty, oh God, I just had blood work today. My triglycerides were through the roof last time. Fingers crossed. Yeah, and you're wondering, like, for Yorkville or whoever said that 200 is high, you have to understand, like I said, a year, well, no, what was it? It was 2015. A year ago, they were fine, I think, but I think they were higher than 200. But in 2015, they were fucking 450. You know what I'm saying? I lost a bunch of weight and I brought them right down, so. Yes, forever young, I'm gonna live. At least I think so. All my other blood work was fucking spectacular, so that's good news. You know what I'm saying? I'm very, very glad that I'm gonna be around for a while. Blood sugar number is a moment on time. A1C is a 30. Oh, it's 30-day average. Okay, this is what you need to know. Yeah, so it's 5.4. I believe 5.7 is where you got to start worrying. Oh, okay, Joey Frakes. I got my bad, JC. Take fish oil omega-3 brings the triglycerides right down. Yeah, maybe I will. I've been taking, I don't know what that is, Duchess of Patty. But, there's one other thing. I have hypothyroidism. That's the other bad news. But I don't even care about that. It's like, hypo, not hyper. Which is why, now I know why, for the first time in my fucking life, a few years ago, I started gaining weight. I was never above 165. So, got medicine for that and I'll be fine. Ooh, child. Ooh, child. FBS got the sugars. I hate that shit. Oh, my God. My sugar is high. It's like, you know what else I hate? When people say the light bill. I got to pay the light bill. You know that electricity is for other things than just lights, right? There's no such thing as a light bill. There's an electricity bill. I mean, your refrigerator, all types of different things, microwave, you know what I'm saying? Like fans, air conditioners, toaster ovens, numerous different things electricity does other than just, power lights. I got to pay my light bill. Shut the fuck up. Or my car note. Shit, my car note ain't on time this month. Car note? I hate you. I fucking hate you. Anthony Cipollone, I got to get my blood work again. I banged Johnny Mac's wife. Yeah, bro, you should fucking, Wilfred Brimley. Diabetes. You better rush Anthony Cipollone, because I heard that her STDs are actually, they're growing new STDs. Like, I never heard this before Tabitha. But when I found out that her herpes has chlamydia, I was like, holy shit, how do you even treat that? You gotta actually treat the herpes for the chlamydia? My God. And then they were like, her gonorrhea has syphilis. I'm like, oh my God, syphilis, Al Capone. I mean, that's terrible. Jesus Christ. But maybe the syphilis will kill the chlamydia. You know what I'm saying? And then you'll still have syphilis, but you won't have chlamydia anymore. I'm not sure how to look at it, but she's got STDs on top of STDs. Yeah, she's got mutations. Yeah, for real. The diseases are growing more diseases. They are. It's crazy. It's like, holy shit, man. That woman is busy. But I mean, listen, between getting pounded out by gun smoke every night and then going to work and having fucking, all types of fucking doctors, male nurses. Well, I don't think a doctor would fuck her. Maybe a male nurse, a security guard, those transport guys, you know what I mean? People push people around in the wheelchairs like Gunsmoke says. And then Johnny every now and then trying to slip his tiny little pecker into her. You know what I mean? It's and not even being able to achieve a boner. It's got to be hard on her. The fuck? Yeah? Oh, fuck that. Guys, did you hear that? Did you hear the knock on my fucking door right here? You might not have. You might have. I don't know. But there was a knock like on my fucking door. The door even moved. I go out of the room. Oh, you heard it? You heard it? No, there was nothing. A fucking Rusty is asleep on the couch. My stepson's in bed. My mom's in her room. Shanna's at work. Oh, bro, this is what I'm saying. This place is fucked up. It's haunted as a motherfucker. I know it is. Johnny sent a ghost over. Yeah, Johnny said, that's another thing, Johnny, you little bitch. You had to have joking. Mr. I got money. My wife makes X amount of dollars an hour. FBS don't have a credit card. Bro, Joe Candela had to buy you $500 bitch-ass dollars worth of fucking ghost hunting equipment. Oh, my God, bro. Oh, my God. Unbelievable. Like, you had to have another man buy ghost hunting equipment for you and your wife. Yeah, and Rusty didn't bark. I know, it's fucked up. For you and your wife. What a despicable human being. And me and Shan have all that shit, by the way. You know who bought it? I did. SB7, the Phasma box, the fucking, all that shit, bro. You know what I mean? Anyway, let me get to that, Miss Can't Be Wrong. Let me tell you what Rusty will do. Okay, Rusty, I'll be in the bedroom upstairs, and Rusty will be, like laying on the floor somewhere. And all of a sudden, now nothing will happen. I don't hear a noise, nothing. Rusty will hop up, and he'll go to the fucking front, to the door of the bedroom, and he'll just stare down the hallway into the bathroom. He'll turn his head a little bit. He'll keep staring. Then he'll slowly walk towards the bathroom. He'll look in the bathroom and haul ass downstairs. Yeah, it's fucked up, man. It happens all the time. 47, wow. Yeah, the mine are super high compared to yours. Forever Young, I don't know. Every time somebody asks me that, I got to ask Shanna. It's a fucking, it's a mixture of like 5 different things. I don't know how that's possible, but Shanna knows. You could see him if you want. Rusty, come here. Watch. Rusty, look at the camera. What the fuck were you doing out there a minute ago, bro? Still see him? Yeah, there he is. Rusty's chilling. He's growing all his hair back. We pretty much shaved him in the summer. Yeah, Dave. Yeah, I don't know if it's a sheep. He's part sheepdog. I know that. They want it lower than 150. The triglycerides was just on my result. Yeah, they do, but for some reason, my doctor said nothing about it today. Probably because they're coming down. Like every year, they're getting lower. You know what I'm saying? So they're probably not concerned about it. Rusty looks like Tony Pizza's uncle. That's funny as fuck. My dog will stare at the ceiling in just one corner. Yeah, it's weird, man. They see shit we don't see. Thank you, Jesse Roth. He's a good dog, too. I got to give it to him. The only problem, and it's a good thing when it really comes down to it for security reasons, but this motherfucker will go berserk at the slightest fucking noise. We had this hillbilly motherfucker move in directly across the street, okay? This dude has one of these redneck trucks. You know, you turn the fucking truck on, the whole fucking neighborhood shakes, not from music, from the goddamn exhaust. You know what I mean? It's absurd. Okay. All he's got to do is turn his truck on and Rusty goes fucking full-blown ape shit. It doesn't matter. The guy goes to work at 5 a.m. 5 a.m. Rusty will go berserk when his truck comes on. When he gets home at night, Rusty goes fucking berserk. It's like, oh my God, it's just a fucking truck. But you guys got to know, Rusty was not my dog, always. Shanna has had that dog since, I think, 2011. 2012. He's pretty fucking old. Oh, yeah, there's no doubt about it. Thank you, Jason Mikesell. Remember that Gotti? The when I had Gotti on the wall, I was taking a picture of my new DJ controller, and everything was purple in here, and you could see a figure of a woman in the goddamn John Gotti picture, but never again. Just that one picture. It's very weird. And well, yeah, I'll say it. Fuck it. This room, you know, the kid, Devin, my stepson's best friend, the kid Shanna practically raised, who died of a fentanyl. This was his room for a few years. You know what I'm saying? This was his room. Like when I moved here, you don't understand. This room was black. The walls were black. There was just a couch in here. You know what I'm saying? Oh, there's a TV and some gaming stuff and shit like that. But it was Devin's room. And the reason why is because Devin's mother is a piece of shit who did not keep an eye on fucking Devin. And Devin would do drugs and stuff. You know what I mean? And she didn't fucking care. So Shanna wasn't having that and let Devin live here. And he was good for a long time. And then, you know, he wound up getting his own apartment. He went wild and he was hanging out with my oldest stepson. And then one night they bought some shit that they thought was Xanax. And Devin died. But this was his room. Yeah, she don't. Miss can't be wrong. Let me tell you something. I could tell you another story. Let's just say she lost another child at 4 years old. Okay, she's a fucking this. I told Shanna, I'm like, I don't even understand how you were ever friends with this bitch. Like, I don't want nothing to do. I don't ever want to meet her or anything. But Shanna don't even speak to her. You know what I mean? When Devin died, Shanna had to call Devin's mother and tell her, and Devin's mother was like, well, you know, I should be coming back from California in a week or so. Your only son just died. Crazy. Jason Mikesell, $5 for your efforts, FBS. Thank you, bro. Let me see. Oh, you're proficient in blood work? You understand all that shit? I don't, bro. I do not. All I do is I take the range, that standard range, and I see where mine falls. My result in that standard range. So, but listen, I'm glad my cholesterol is good. Everything, you know what I'm saying? Everything's good. They do believe though that those breathing problems, like my doctor told me straight up, that's probably post-COVID shit. She said she didn't lose her symptoms for 9 months after she had it. You know what I'm saying? So that's where the breathing shit she thinks is coming from. She said she could set me up for some consultation with someone. I don't know. I said, don't worry about it. I don't know about you, Rusty. You might fold under questioning. Let's see. Rusty, stand up. Look. No, go back there. So they can see you. Now look. Oh, wait a minute. I get the comment off the fucking screen. What are you doing back there, buddy? He just wants to lay down. He doesn't care. Dogs got a good life. Let me see. What else? What else were we talking about? Yeah, bro, my lung capacity was shit for like 2 months after. Oh, bro, my shit is fucked up, man. You know what I mean? I started thinking it was the heart failure, but my BMP levels were fucking perfect. So she's like, you're not having heart failure at all. So it's that shit. Anyway, I don't know. I feel like we're out of things to talk about. So I think I'm gonna bounce. You know what I'm saying? Been on an hour and a half. I got my point out. Gene got to come on. All good. Let me see something here. I got to text my Shanna back. Have you ever been approached for voice acting? You haven't. What do you mean, the impersonations and stuff, or just my voice in general? No, I haven't. Unfortunately, Forever Young, I've never been approached for anything. Anything. I've been approached by drug dealers to sell drugs. You know what I'm saying? That's about it. The kids of celebrities are always crazy. Who knew CM was Shanda Bob's? Shanda Bob? Do you mean Cheddar Bob? Oh, Cheddar Bob's son. Yeah. You believe that his fucking father shot himself in the... But I'm not gonna knock his father. He was a Marine and shit. I'm not gonna knock his father. I told you guys I don't like the family shit. You know what I mean? I really don't. But maybe I will talk about him for a few minutes. Thanks, Pete. Let me talk about fuck Real Deal. No one, William. This guy is. I'm assuming he's gone forever. I'm gonna be honest. I think Chicago's gone forever, and that would be his best bet. Because eventually, even SoFlo will forget about him if he just goes away. It's gonna take a while. You know what I mean? You know me. My attention span. I'll talk about him for a little bit, and then I'm done. But Chicago, and I don't blame him. I mean, I'm sorry, SoFlo, and I don't blame him. He's going to be fucking relentless for a while, and he, you know, he has every right to be. He has every right to be. So it is what it is. But I think the dude is out of here, and I think Johnny Mac knew that. Or who's on Angel's show talking? Oh, the Real Deal. Yeah, see, it's another reason I don't want him here. He's a scumbag. Apologize to me and go over to Angels. Fuck you. That's because we won't allow you over here. Yeah, Sean Sullivan. I have to get on that. So I think this guy is out of here, and I think either Johnny Mac spoke to him and he told Johnny Mac that, or Johnny Mac just realizes we got the guy and he no longer has a partner. So what does Johnny Mac do? He chased after Rusty took his pinch like a man. You're a nut. He chases after Tony Pizza. Tony, you want to do a show together? Let's do it like old times. You know what I mean? And oh God, Tony Pizza, the things he said you share your fucking methadone with your wife, which I'm wondering if it's true. And your wife is a drug addict. He said he fucked your daughter. Oh my God. Those are words. I don't know. You just, a guy like that, you just rock him to sleep. You know what that is? You say, yeah, Tony, bro, it's all good, man. We're cool. I forget about all that stuff. Let's meet up. And then when you meet up, you just, you know, shoot him right between the fucking eyes. You know what I'm saying? There's something else. So Mini 560, let me get on to this. Happened. This is because of the show earlier. So Mini 560 sends me this thing on Instagram, and I look at it. I'm going to tell you what it says. It says 5 years. And I'm like, 5. I look above it. It says, what is the statute of limitations on arson in Pennsylvania? 5 years. She sent me this out of nowhere. I didn't even realize that Johnny Mac and Tony were on. I just forgot about it. So I'm like, I said, Minnie, why are you sending me that? Just to let me know I'm in the clear or what? She's like, no, because they're on there saying that the feds are looking for you because of your arsons that you talk about. So I go on to Johnny Mac's stream. I go on and I don't go on to, you know what I mean? I click on it and I'm listening and I didn't hear it. So I rewound it and they're like, yeah, FBS, he fucking brags about these 2 arsons he committed. And you know, he would never do that. A real street guy would never talk about crimes where the statute of limitations, you know, isn't up yet, or if there isn't one at all. And Tony Peach is like, yeah, what are you this fucking guy? He's either full of shit or he's stupid. You know, because there's no statute of limitations on fucking on arson in Pennsylvania. You could fucking get a lifetime later. You could be fucking caught. Yeah. Guys, you realize that I was a career criminal from pretty much the age of 16 till about 39, right? You do realize I committed I'll just say dozens of serious crimes. Forget all the stupid small shit. Okay, like I wasn't like Johnny Mac, a guy who might have just bought some drugs just so he could do most and try to get a little money back. I was a straight drug dealer, and all that smoke a gram, or snort a gram, sell a gram, snort a gram. Guys, what about when I was selling crack? I never even tried crack. What about that? I sold crack for years. So what are you going to say about that? Because I didn't use any. I sold weed, large quantities of weed for years. I smoked weed maybe 6-7 times my entire fucking life. But because I was hooked on cocaine, they say, oh, he wasn't a dealer. He was just a guy, he sold it so he could get high. And, he could keep up his habit. You know what I mean? No. I've talked about all that before, but you believe what you want. On top of that, I've told you about some other things. I told you about a couple of shootings. I told you about 2 specific arsons. I told you about the stupid home invasion when I was 19, shit like that. You guys really think that the last crime I committed was 20 fucking years ago? Or should I say 23? Because the most recent crime, well, no, let me think. Okay. The last shooting, okay, we'll say 2006 was the last. So, all right, so what are we talking about here? 10. Yeah, you guys really think the last crime I committed was in 2006 or the one in 2016 even where I got caught? Like, in other words, what I'm saying is the last crime, a serious crime I told you about that I committed was a shooting in 2006. That was the last one. And there was a specific reason for that shooting. I was trying to fucking kill somebody. There was one not long before that with the dude that, the story I told you where I wound up in the psych ward. Okay, and then there was the one when I was a teenager, right? With the guys that came to my mom's house and threatened us and all that shit. Do you understand that there's a reason why that's all I've told you about? Do you really think that's all I've done? In other words, I got serious crimes from, within the last 6-7 years. I'm not going to talk about them. I know the statute of limitations. I'm not a fucking dummy. The reason why I was able to be a career criminal for all that fucking time, okay, and I've only done minimal jail time on a few different cases, is because I'm a pretty smart motherfucker. Do you understand that? Johnny Mac, I'm not like you, bro. Today you said you drove under suspension because you had to get to work and you were the only one working in your house, so you took case after case. Johnny Mac, that's not the point. The point is you couldn't even drive under suspension without being caught. And I'll tell you why. You probably live in a town that's this big, okay? And every cop, there's probably 2 or 3 cops in the town, and they know you. So every time they see you driving, they pull you over. You've got probably over a dozen driving under suspensions, easily. So let me tell you something, bro. There's other ways to get around, even back then. You know what I'm saying? You drive, get a ride from somebody you work with, something. You're a stupid asshole. These were honorable, these driving under suspensions, just because your wife was going to school or whatever, and you were the only one working and you had to get there. Bro, you're fucking you're dumb, and I think you get dumber by the moment. But what was I even getting into that for? My crimes, I guess. Yeah, I wasn't some shithead, bro, who committed stupid petty crimes, so I was constantly under arrest, constantly out on bail, constantly on probation. No, I mean, I was on probation most of my life, but they were on specific cases I got convicted of, not because of every little fucking dumb, simple crime. I get 6 months here, a year here, 3 years here, 5 years here. No. Okay. So when I talk about a crime, do you think I do it with full and complete knowledge of what I'm doing and knowing that what I'm talking about can't possibly be used against me? Or do you think I'm so fucking stupid that I'm actually telling on myself for serious crimes like arson? Johnny Mac, I'm 100,000 times smarter than you, okay? You think I don't know? And Tony Pizza, there's no fucking statute of limitations on in PA on arson. Yeah, it's right here, bro. It's right here, 5 years. Look it up, Google it. 5 years. Now, the last arson was 23 years ago. I'd say the year 2000. And the first one was maybe 2 years before that. And by the way, it doesn't even matter anyway. You know what I'm saying? I can't get into how, but one specific, you know what? Let me not get into it. Okay. But there was a reason that I was under a serious investigation for the second one. Serious, where they were calling my house every day. They were calling my lawyer. He's going to get 9 years if he's convicted, blah, blah, blah. He might as well just come in and talk to us. My lawyer just kept saying, no, 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 no. He's not coming in to talk to you. And then there was one witness in the case, okay? And they got a partial plate number, okay? And again, before I say this, let me give you the warning that as soon as I say it, it's going to be twisted and turned into something else. Now, I'm not saying that anyone was hurt or that I was some gangster who had one of my friends go and threaten somebody. No, 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 no. But that's what they'll turn it into. The bottom line is there was one witness who only got a partial plate number. That's what she gave the cops, and it led the cops to me. They knew I was. They knew my car. As soon as they got the partial plate number, it led them to me. But here's the thing. That one witness lived 2 blocks from one of my best fucking friends. And that best friend literally was almost raised by this woman. You know what I mean? She knew him since he was in fucking diapers. And all I know is he talked to her one day, and then she just said, she forgot. And no, there was no threats. This is not any gangster shit. But once she did that, that was it. The cops had nothing. It was all over. And that was 23 fucking years ago. You know what I mean? So that's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. It's as simple as that. So I've always been a lucky motherfucker. What can I say? What can I say? So this stuff I talk about, I'm not stupid. You think I would ever talk about a crime that serious if I thought there was any risk of getting in fucking trouble? That's why I don't talk to you about crimes from even the last 10, 12 years. I'm super careful. You know what I'm saying? I just don't. You guys know I sold drugs. That's it. That's all you need to know for the last, I don't know, decade or so. That's it. So Johnny Mac, again, you're talking about who's a street guy. Are you fucking kidding me, bro? You live on Buckskin Trail. You know what I mean? You've never lived in the hood. You've never lived in the inner city. What do you know about the streets, bro? You literally, you have to be in the streets to be a street guy. That's all street guy means. It means a guy who was basically raised in the streets, and that's how he lived his life. You know what I mean? He grew up fighting. He grew up committing crime, shit like that. There's no way you did any of that. You understand that, right? We know that about you. We don't take you seriously, bro. You're sitting there with the pinky ring on in the same goddamn Fila suit. Guys, am I wrong? How many different Fila suits have you seen on Johnny Mac? Because that's the only one I ever saw. How many different Fila suits have you guys seen? I'm curious. Because the one I saw him in tonight, the navy blue one, that's the only one I've ever seen. I forgot it. Yeah, except, again, I'll say it again, even though they're going to take this and be like, oh, did you hear what he said? He had one of his friends threaten a witness. Yeah, right, like he's in the mafia. No. Once we found out who the person was that was giving the cops the stupid information, my friend said, oh, my God, I've known her since I was a fucking baby. You know what I mean? So I don't know what he said, though. I just know that after that, she was like, oh, you know what? Come to think of it, I might have been wrong. And my lawyer called me up and said, it's over. Don't worry about it. It's done. So that was it. I did exactly that. I didn't worry about it anymore. I want to see what you guys say about the Fila suits. Because I'm telling you, I don't see who wears jumpsuits still. I know, bro. It's such a wannabe thing, honestly. I can't stand seeing, and even that, even Italians shouldn't be wearing them anymore. But to see non-Italians in them, it's like, oh my god, I see what you're trying to do, especially at least in the mafia community. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what they're trying to do. It's strange, but the old fucking Filas, the old Fila tracksuits. I mean, that's fucking weird. You know what I mean? Like, especially on Johnny Mac, he looks so stupid. You've seen two? Okay, so maybe he has what, like a white one and a navy blue one? He's always in a Fila suit, bro. You don't wear anything else? There's no suits. It's suit, gay blue one. Yeah. Yeah, I just, this he's such a fucking wannabe, and he's talking to me about street guy. You don't know nothing about being a street guy with this fucking half a hick accent. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? Well, you can't compare yourself to me, bro. You can't. I knew guys like you. I'll tell you exactly what I would have done with you, bro. I already said it. I would have had you selling shit in a bar for me somewhere. I would have given you shit, or I would have broke you off a little something. I would have said, bring me back X amount of dollars. You would have brought it back to me. I would have, given you a little tiny cut, and then I would have fucking given you more shit. That's it. You would have been my employee. I had guys a lot fucking tougher than you that did that with me. You know what I'm saying? So he's fucking ridiculous. This guy's most serious charge, I think. Now I know I'm going to forget things, but I just saw this theft. But other than that, what's his most serious charge? Driving under the influence? Domestic violence, I guess you could say, and that's no tough guy shit. So what are you talking to me for, bro? Johnny Mac was a heroin addict, always. He never was a drug dealer. He was never into any of that. Look at his charges. There's not one charge for delivery of anything, for possession with intent of anything. It's all possession of dangerous drug instruments, whatever that is, possession of drugs, simple possession, shit like that. That's it. There's no, you know what I mean? The guy wasn't a criminal. He was a junkie who was stupid, so he was always getting in trouble. And listen, guys, if any of you actually believe that while Tabitha was in school, Johnny Mac was holding shit down, working full time and taking care of all the bills, I got a fucking bridge to sell you. This guy has already said he can't handle jobs. He's got behavioral issues. Okay? He can't handle jobs. There's no possible way that this dude ever did something like that. I bet you Tabitha went to school full time and worked full time. And that's what really happened. And Johnny got all those driving under suspensions on the way back and forth to his Connect. You know what I mean? To buy a bag. And that's probably where he got the simple possessions. He got pulled over for driving under suspension. He got searched and he got caught with drugs. A lot of those driving under suspensions are connected to possession charges. You know what I'm saying? So I already know what it is. Oh my God, there's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. No serious charge for nookery. Yeah, it's so weird. It's so weird. Like, this guy really thinks he has any place here. He's always been the odd man out. He's always been a fucking weirdo. The guy goes around bragging that he gave Tony Tony's first donation on YouTube, $10. You should be ashamed of that, not proud of it. And Tony to Johnny Mac, let me tell you, Tony is somebody he looks up to. Nobody else would ever look up to Tony Pizza, but Johnny Mac does. He looks up to him. He admires him. That should tell you everything you need to know. He wears John Elight's old white tracksuit. He traded all his jewelry for it. Who knows? Unbelievable. I hate his whiny voice too, but he's just a he's a circus act like Tony Pizza. They belong together. You know what I mean? They belong together. He said he infiltrated you guys. Never wanted to be. Do you mean infiltrated? Guys, that would be fine if there wasn't a phone call where he was literally kissing our asses, not to kick him out of the crew, so to speak. You know what I mean? Come on, man. No, man, I don't want that. I know I wouldn't be shit without you guys. I know, man. That's why I don't want this to happen. You know, it's too late. I can say that, Johnny Mac. You can't. I could say I was using you. You can't say you were using me or us. No. Anyway, that's it, guys. I'm done. I'm ready to chill. And I got up early again today. I'm fucking exhausted. So I'm going to go lay it down. Not to go to sleep necessarily, but I am going to be in the laying position. And I got to take this fucker out too. So thank you all for being here. I appreciate it very much. Thank you to anybody who donated. And everybody, please hit the like button and hit it hard, but only hit it once. And I'll see you guys next time. Until then, I love you all. Salute.